my friends, and welcome back to the Right Away After Party. We couldn't stop. We wanted to carry on. So Holly has said, yes, let's carry on because there's more. And Nick has a lot of questions. And we're sitting in Holly's back garden with a little, beautiful little writing hut. Is that what you call it?
Summer house.
Summer house. That's even more beautiful. Oh, so here we are.
Summer house.
I'm Kath.
And I'm Nick.
And this is
Holly. Hi.
And this is part 2 of what are you up to, Holly? You're writing like a lunatic. And, you know, what does somebody in England do when they're a writer? Oh, they make pottery.
Yeah.
And
immediate creative satisfaction.
Yeah. I paint.
Yes.
When she wants immediate creative satisfaction, she mows the lawn.
Endlessly.
Beautiful. Right.
Out there mowing the lawn.
Okay, over to you.
I love that. Huh?
You had a question or two.
Oh yes. Holly, my question is to you, my love. What is your writing? Do you have an actual writing process? Do you get up in the morning? Do you is there any way that you set yourself up for this, or do you just go for it?
Yeah. Talking about that today.
It's really evil, actually. Because I would love to say, yes, I get up every morning and I decide that I'm going to sit at my desk at 9 o'clock and start and then finish when I run out of steam. No, my writing gets squashed in at the end of the day. And it doesn't really matter when you do it, just that you do it.
Yes.
And I think, it doesn't matter how much you produce each day. It's not quantity, it's quality. If you produce something that moves you forward each time that you sit down to write, then you've done a great job.
Yes.
And it's, in my mind, almost impossible to know what the end goal that you want is, because it's creative. So it creates itself as you go along. You can't know an end goal. I mean, I know that there are writers out there, and I don't know whether you work like this, but who have a plan and plan out the story and have a timeline.
Kath is no way, that's not me.
I know there are programs that you can buy for your computer that say, yes, this is your arc and this is what your characters are going to do, and you're going to do this in chapter 1.
Yes, we don't encourage that either.
I do not go for that. I go for whatever my head leads me to. I don't know whether it's my head or my heart, to be honest.
So let's think of that then. What is the difference? How do you know when a piece of writing you've written is good? When you're pleased with it?
Well, I know when I'm not.
I don't care about not. Stop it. No, I want to hear about the part where you know. Yeah. This is not about tooting your horn. It's about saying, I know inside. It's like when you make a piece of pottery, you know when you've made a good piece. What does it do to you?
So I think that when I have written something that feels right, when I get to the end of it, I get a,
nice.
You kind of get that. I recognize something there that I didn't understand before I started writing. And it could be that piece of writing goes somewhere else, or it doesn't fit where I've put it. But the fact is, it's given me a realization. So that has moved me on. That is what I find about the writing. And I'm not saying that it means it's good writing or bad writing, because I don't think that's helpful terminology anyway.
It's something you're pleased with. It's something you made yourself happy with.
Makes you feel something.
And it's something that you have been made aware of through the process of writing. And I do genuinely think that the less you think about it, in some cases, the better. I mean, obviously there are technical bits that have to be correct.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, technical. But I think I immediately want to. I really immediately want to send it out and be like, oh my gosh, look at this! I wrote this.
Yes, that's it. Who can I share it with? I need somebody to listen to it, because it's so good. Yes, I know that.
And then I take a deep breath and a pause. Then I take a deep breath and a pause, and I realize, no, like it's good, and I'm good, and I'm happy with that, and I don't need to share it. Like I'm just gonna keep going. You know,
I've
it's
grown up.
Yeah, no, I don't share that opinion actually. I don't think I've ever written something and thought, well, that's got to go out into the world, or who can I share that with?
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Not quite like that. You've
No.
suddenly very big, and I'm going, no, I don't do that
No,
either.
no.
No,
no, no, no.
I want to like the Millionaire Show. I want to phone a friend.
Okay.
Yes,
Would
yes,
you listen to this? Would you listen to this piece,
exactly.
or I'll text it to somebody, just the little
Yes.
fragment.
That's what I meant. I meant
Actually,
like I want to email it to Kath, or I want to email it to my
Yeah.
critique group. Like I'm excited to get feedback on it. That's what
I'm backtracking now, because I do actually just occasionally that I've written something and thought, okay, and I'll read it to my daughter and say, just listen to this bit. What do you think?
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
No, I do.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Yes. I'm
Yeah.
not saying the world. Like I wasn't,
No,
I
no.
wasn't saying that.
No, I think we're all of
Yeah,
the same sort of
yeah.
ilk. No, not.
Yes, yes.
Light firmly under bushel.
Yes, exactly.
Ah.
No, but okay. So I have another question. Very deep question. Really,
Ooh.
truly deep question. What are you going to do with your books? Are you trying to find an agent? Are you going to get published?
Well, I'd love to follow in Kath's footsteps. She's a bit of an inspiration, obviously.
Yes, that's an
I've been
inspiration.
fortunate enough to write with her on so many occasions, and I'm just so excited to see Bonbon out there.
Yay!
It's just so over ready to be enjoyed by other people.
Yes.
I needed to be ready.
Yes,
There's the thing. I needed to be ready.
Yes.
Strong enough.
Yes.
Believing in myself enough.
Yep. Yes.
That I could then hold the floor with a semblance of authority. Don't get me wrong, I'm very good at my job. I'm very good at training people. I'm a very good teacher, because the subject matter is not something of my making.
Yeah.
Big difference. This is my creation, and I'm putting it into the world, and I want to be proud of it.
You better be. You better be proud of it, because I'm so proud of you.
I just sold 2 of my painted tables, so I'm thinking, wow, okay, it's
creative appreciation is there for you to take.
Yes.
The abundance is happening, Kath. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
so back
but
to
I
Holly.
think it does take that.
I deflected that so well though. Yeah, no, I mean, I'd like to see them on a bookshelf some point.
Yes. Well, not on a bookshelf, in readers' hands.
Well, I don't know. My vanity is such that I'd just be happy with them in a bookshelf, just printed. But yeah, that's the obvious thing, that if so I think I have been in the situation where other people have read my work, and there is nothing that is more satisfying than knowing that you've brought pleasure to somebody else by something you've created.
I love that. It's like, that is so true. Because like I ran into someone that I was in a critique group with a long time ago. I mean, like 10 years ago. And she said to me, she quoted a piece that she had read in the critique group of my novel that I'm trying to shop right now. And I was just like floored. I was floored. I'm like, how did you remember that? Like, she was in the critique group for a very short amount of time. I think it was like only a couple of chapters of that particular book that I put through the group. And she quoted one of the lines, and I was like, how did you remember that? And she's like, oh, it sat with me. I've been looking, I have been waiting for that book to come out. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it just resonated so deeply with me.
That's exactly it. It's the resonation, isn't it, with somebody else? And it just, you don't know who's going to write what. And I think it's really important, if you write, that you don't try not to judge your own material, because you don't know what's going to be of value to other people when they read it.
It's true.
And that's the magic of it. You are going to say something as a writer in whatever form that you write that is unique to you, that you could only say in the way that you said it, and it is going to mean something to somebody out there. And it's it's important to get it out in the ether.
Yeah, it's like cyclical. Is that how I say that? My tongue is tied today. I don't know. I have a quote on my office wall that I wrote a long time ago to myself. It said, "Grow so you can give." And for me, I always feel like the book came to me as a gift, and it's my job to grow it and then give it back as a gift, you know. And I just really think that it's a way to push myself, because it kind of takes the ego out of the process. You know, this is on loan to me. It's not mine to harbor, you know. So
what inspires you to develop it?
And
what inspires you to develop it?
You know, sometimes it takes like the character itself to kind of come at me and be like, I want to tell my story, or you've given up on me. And I'm like, I haven't given up on you. I'm just waiting to like get, you know, space and time. And a lot of times for me, it's like, I'm just woken up like in the middle of the night by my characters, and they just want to come. So I'm like more of an early morning writer. So I usually just kind of like, sometimes stumble in here, not even like able to see yet.
So glad we're having this conversation, because if anybody other than writers overheard this conversation, I just think you're all insane. We've all got multiple personality disorders.
It's true. It's so true.
No, we don't. We don't. I want to know what kind of seed this is. They're scattered all over. They're scattered all over. And I'd like to know what grows from this.
Are you a golfer, Holly?
Frustration is what grows from that.
Now talk golf.
So you're a golf?
No, it's my son that plays golf.
Oh,
So
okay.
these
I'm a golfer. I love golf. I think it's
okay. Handicap?
I have it's terrible. I have an 18.7.
Okay. He wouldn't like to play with you.
No, he would not like to play with me.
You know, I can hit a ball and follow it around the course, but I'm not really playing golf. But my son's a very good player.
Yes, he's a good player. What's his handicap? He's a good but oh my gosh, yeah, like he would hate to play with me.
Yeah.
I'm more of the golfer that like puts the music on and like, you know, travels around the golf course admiring the nature.
I'm more that golf is a good walk spoiled.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Completely agree. So if you had to choose a favorite place to write in, where would it be? Alone or with a group of writers?
Ooh, that's tough.
So I think it's really interesting when we do write in a group and use the same prompts, what huge variety there is in what we achieve and what we create. And that's really exciting, because you never know what's going to come, and you get an instant response.
Do you write better in the morning or at night? I know that your schedule pushes you to write last thing in bed at night.
I tell you, I write best when I'm not interrupted. So
that's a good answer. Good answer. I love that answer.
It doesn't really matter what kind of time of day it is, as long as I know that I've got an open window. So if I feel constrained in any way, that's it. It's useless for me.
Unless it's a haiku, which you can pull off at the coffee shop while I'm bringing the drinks.
But that's short.
I've been putting so much pressure on myself because I have such limited time now. I really set a 25-minute timer, you know, and I'm just like, okay, you only have 25 minutes, Nicole. You have to get some words down. But, you know, it always comes. It always comes. Like, I mean, it takes me a little bit to get geared up sometimes. Sometimes not. Sometimes I'm off running.
Yeah.
But
talking about the timer, we've run out of time again in this beautiful garden in England.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. Such a pleasure.
Totally.
And to you.
Thank you so much for coming. And Nick, we will be back next week. Yes?
Yes. Goodbye, everybody. Bye, everybody.